Okay, it's all about maintenance and stuff, and in the future, what is going to happen. I already told you what we can do. If anything, if we get any leaves up here in the gutter, we're probably going to get some leaves to a certain extent, aren't we? Look at this tree here. Here's another tree here. In the autumn, this thing fills up with leaves. This fills up with leaves. I used to have, I did have a gutter guard. I went to the store and I got some of this stuff, and I was going to fit this into the gutter. Okay, see how it's got the little groove there? And I show on a previous episode how I was going to hook all this. These came 3 foot long and stuff. I could have used that. But then I started thinking, hey, I don't know how well that's going to hold up. In this, we live up in the snow country, and we get a lot of snow up here, and it builds up right next to the gutters. In fact, a couple years ago, it tore off a gutter over on this side over there. I ended up fixing it, of course, and I made a video of that and stuff and rebent it into shape. But can you imagine if I put something like this on the gutter? It's just going to smash down with all the snow and the ice, and it's going to fold down. It's probably going to be good for 1 year, and that's about it. If I wanted to put gutter guards on there, I'd probably have to call a professional gutter guard company, ask them, tell them about my concerns about the snow. What kind of heavy gauge do you have there? Something that is not going to bend and flex and all that kind of stuff. I'll probably, just for this section, there, around this, around over to there, and then there's a little section on the other side. There's a little section on the other side. See over in here where this gutter is. It just goes from here. It goes from here all the way down, but I wouldn't need a gutter guard on this entire thing down there. These trees, hardly anything ever gets in there. This one gets clogged from here to about there. Okay, I could do something like that, but hear me out. Right now, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to clean it. And I clean it with a putty knife, and I get up there with a ladder and all that kind of stuff. And if the leaves come down here, here's the thing. If the leaves come down here, it's not going to go through all those little holes, is it? If there's any dirt or gravel or little bits of sand and grit that come off of the concrete tiles, it could start filling up. But I'm telling you how you can maintain those. Just lift this up, reach in there, clean that stuff out, put that back on, and you're done with it. Because I was thinking, should I hook the actual pipe from here down, get rid of this, I could put a T in down underneath the ground, connect this, connect that, run another one of those things from the gutter down. I could do that, couldn't I? Kind of like how at the side of the house that I showed you. I could do the same thing over here, couldn't I? I could do that same thing over there, couldn't I? If I wanted. I'm not going to do that because these are already here, and I think this is a better way to go for stuff that goes off of the gutter. Plus, I'll know when stuff comes out of the gutter. It'll be easier to figure out. But I'm leaving those because those are in there. And what I also could do, if I wanted, I could take some of this. This is metal, and it's coated with plastic. Okay, on here so it doesn't rust and stuff. And I could cut little pieces of that, fit it in tight down in the gutter, right where the outlet is, right there in the corner, right? I could just do that. Nothing is gonna get down into the gutter. Leaves and stuff, at least the leaves will pile up in the corner. I could reach my hand in there and grab them, and hardly anything will come out of there. But if it does, it's just going to come here. It's not going to go down into the pipe, is it? Okay. So there's what I'm going to do there. Now on this side, we get a few leaves. You see this big tree here? We're going to get some leaves in here, right? We are. It's just a common factor. But I'm gonna clear that away, and I'm gonna take a little piece of that metal for sure at this corner, shouldn't I? And put right there, because when leaves come down here, I never know, do I? Until this starts packing up. If this were to ever pack up, and if the gutter was overflowing and I knew it was here, I'd have to disconnect that. Then guess what I would have to do? I would have to dig this out, probably to there, this way, chop it off, take this little section out, beat it on the ground, clean it all, put it back together, and rehook up to it, or put a big old huge drain. But the thing with the big old drain, you've got to know where the water is going to come out of here. It's not necessarily going to go there. When this is rushing, it could come way out here, miss your drain entirely. And the drain is down here. Look how high it is from here down to there. I mean, could you do that? Yeah, you could, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave that one. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. There's certain things when you work on 25-year-old landscapes. Oh, look at that stellar jay. Isn't that beautiful? Look at him. There he is. Ah, there he goes. He's right there. Ah, he's pretty. Okay, he's looking for worms and stuff. See, he's looking for worms because when I dug all this stuff up, I came across worms every so often. All right. So now, do you see why I had to dig all this stuff up? I was a digging fool yesterday, digging, and this is all I used. I used my hammer. I used this crowbar. I used the little hand shovel. I used my snips for some roots because you're going to get some roots, and I just used a little shovel. That's it. That's all I used. Okay, that's all I ended up using. Just that. Dug all that stuff out, and I figured, hey, I've gone this far, 25-year-old stuff. I want this done right. Okay. So of course, when I dug it up, here's the main dripper, and I had to get that out of the way. I see where it is over here. I still got to dig that little section up. After I backfill that, I'm gonna clean that up, make sure I don't come up against any roots. And while I was down there having to dig that up, I had to dig the rest of the dirt there. Had to dig up the rest of the dirt here, down on my side with my two knee pads. And my crowbar and my hammer and my trimmer, and I had to trim this bush, and I had to clean all that up and stuff and get it down because you remember, when I get ready to put everything back, I want to put weed block down first. I want at least 2.5 inches, 2.5 to 3 inches of decomposed granite. This was all mishmashed with all kinds of stuff in there. So I had to dig all that stuff out anyways. Okay, so I'm just like, hey, if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it right, and I'm doing it right. And I never want to have to mess and worry about this section again. All right, and that's why I'm making these videos, to show you, if I can do it, you can do it. All right, save your money. Don't pay a landscaper. A landscaper will charge you an arm and a leg just with all the stuff I've already done, then to put it all back together, then for the plants, then for the drip irrigation, and the lights, and you don't know what else they've left, what they should have done, what they didn't do, what they charged you for, and they didn't, and they didn't do, and all that kind of stuff. Do it yourself and save your money. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna pull this up, and you're gonna see what I see, and we'll see if that's plugged up. 25 years. Do you think it's plugged up? Well, we're going to find out right now.